Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. This is for the week of July 1st through July 7th, 2019. We're going to start off by pulling a card here to see overall energy for your week, what the universe has in store for Capricorn. So let's take a look here. And we have letting go, a sign 555. Okay, so Capricorn, this week there's an element where you are letting go of an idea, an old pattern of behavior, a person, a job, a situation. You're letting go of something. And with sign 555, this particular thing you're letting go of, I feel, has been a big challenge for you, has caused, chaos in your life. Letting it go could be a challenge, but also with fives, it's all about change, and that's what's happening this week. Like, we're letting go of something and we're moving into a beautiful change. So if you see repeating fives this week, Capricorn, take that as a sign and synchronicity from spirit that it is time to let something go and allow change in, because it's feeling quite positive, if you ask me. So let's pull some tarot dice and see what comes out. And look at right there in my hands, the death dice, which is transformation, letting go so the new can come in. Okay, nice. Yes, 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 Capricorn. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Five of Pentacles. Next out, we have the Lovers. We have the Nine of Swords. And lastly, we have the World. So what I see here, Capricorn, is yes, it is time to let something go, to cut something out of your life. And again, this is general, so you got to apply it where it fits. Is this a relationship? Is this a situation? Is this a belief system? Is this a habit? There's something that's changing and you've got to let it go. It's almost like you've got to reject it and push it away because it's no longer a fit for your vibration, for your life, and where you're headed. All right? And there's a lot of worry about this. But Capricorn, with the World ending the reading, it's like it's time to let go of what no longer serves you, because there's better coming in. All right, we have the Lovers there. So some of you, if this is like where you've been holding on to some hope about something with somebody and they're just kind of flaky and wishy-washy, it's time to let that go. And also have no fear in what you need to reject and leave behind, because for some of you with the Lovers there, I feel like what you're letting go of, what you're walking away from, what you're shifting and changing out of, there may be a connection that's been near and dear to your heart, but it's like it's no longer relevant in your experience. So this isn't like you have a best friend and you're like, get out of my life, best friend, or a romance that is like, let's end my relationship. It's not like that. This is something that's more on your peripheral, or a behavior, a habit, a situation, maybe a certain circle of friends. It's something that's further away from you, though you do feel something about it in your heart space, all right? But I don't feel like it's a super close connected thing. It's just something that's long overdue, and it's time to let it go, to release it. Even though I see some worry there, and like what will be the fallout of that ultimately, this is Spirit giving you the confirmation, Capricorn, to just let it go. And interesting, in your love reading, I picked up a similar theme of where it's time for you to do what's best for you and to be real with yourself, putting yourself out there, who you involve yourself with, your lifestyle choices, all of that. And it's just coming through in your weekly reading as well. So listen, Capricorn, this week, it's going to be highlighted, like you're going to know what needs to leave your life for you to move forward and become elevated. There's like a shifting. I almost feel like it's out of your control in a sense. Some of you, it's like it's just time for this and you've got to move on. Now for others of you, listen, it looks to me like there may be some sort of trip or vacation or travel coming up for you, and there may be some worry around it. Like, can I financially swing this? Is it going to work out okay? And Capricorn, I don't feel like you should worry about anything. You know, if you need to get away and have your spiritual batteries recharged, then do so. I see that talked about here in your reading. So, you know, if you've been holding back, just kind of wondering, do I have the money to do this? You know, do what you can. Make it just a long weekend if that's all you can do. Or, you know, spend some time in your own energy. It's just, what do we got to let go of? And some of you, it's like you've got to get away from something, and there's worry about that. But Capricorn, you've got to do what's best for you. At the end of the day, nobody lives your life but you. So always remember that. Let's pull some more cards. All right, so we have happiness, which is another meaning for the Six of Cups. I know everybody associates it to the past and nostalgia, but it's also about innocence and sweetness and happiness, okay? Unmotivated, sitting on top of this Five of Pentacles, imagine that. Unseen path, sitting on top of the Lovers, watching over here on Nine of Swords, and lastly, needing space. Yeah, Capricorn, those of you where it's like about a trip, do I go, do I not? Like, you should, okay? You really should go. And it's almost like in doing so, you might be worried about who knows or who sees, and I don't know why that would be. I mean, this is just general reading, so we're not going to go that deep. But some of you, it's almost like living your authentic self, being true to who you are, doing what you want to do. Like, you're afraid of who's going to notice that, who's going to see that, and what that will cause. Well, Capricorn, it's time to let that fear, let that worry go, and you just be you, and, you know, live your life the way that makes you happy, what's right for you. Highly emphasized. You know, also, with this unmotivated on top of the Five of Pentacles, to me, that's like an energy attached to you, like somebody you know. And I don't know, Capricorn, if you are carrying the weight in a situation or relationship, it might be time for you to go on your own, go your own way, take some time out, take a break, and not carry all the weight for a specific person or a situation. All right, it might be time to step back, and that restores your happiness. But ultimately, I mean, with the railroad tracks here and the world there and needing space, Capricorn, I do see where you really need to pull back and go within yourself and do what's right for you this week, and plan some time off, okay? Even if you can't travel and go anywhere, you need some time off to recoup, recharge yourself, because I just feel like you've been kind of walking on eggshells, or you've really been accommodating other people's needs, wants, desires, or there's some big change you've been trying to make within yourself, and it's like a bit overwhelming, and now it's time for you to just focus on you and do what's best for you. And it's like this weight will lift off of you, and you know, whatever you're afraid about, like somebody who's seeing you do, knowing you do, watching your every move, you know what, that to me, those of you who are like more in the public eye, like on social media, out in a platform where there's a lot of attention coming your way, listen, this week is a week for like silence, to not even involve yourself if you can. Like, I get it, I do YouTube, so I know you've got to interact and all of that, but what I feel here is those of you who are more in a public eye, or the leader of like a lot of people, Capricorn, you really need to take a step back. Like, you need some space, some time to recoup and recharge yourself, and you have to not really care about what anybody thinks or feels about it, because it's like you've got to do this for you. There's something you've got to let go of. There's something that's got to shift and change for you, and you can't worry about everybody else and how they're going to feel about that. Spirit's like, no, Capricorn, focus on you. Don't be afraid of what's ahead, even though you can't see the path, because with the unseen path sitting on the Lovers there, I feel like even though it may be a bit hazy right now, where you're being led is a happy place. Like, it's going to bring you happiness to your heart, to your soul, all right? It's just... this week, really take some time out for TLC. You know, don't involve yourself with other people, their drama, if you don't have to. I know sometimes with friends and family, it's hard to not get sucked up in other people's situations. But Capricorn, this is a week for you to recharge your batteries and do what's best for you, because it's like, that's what needs to happen here. And it's leading you to good things. And again, travel, vacation, or just taking some time off is like a huge message here. Like, take a step back, take some time out. All right, so let's pull a final card. We have, yay, we have the Clover. This is how everything ends. Yes, positive. Capricorn, you're being led to a positive place, whatever this change, shift, or challenges that you're overcoming, moving through, ties that you might have to cut, people you have to leave behind, you know, just whatever's going on. Capricorn, is ultimately leading to your highest good and your happiness. And again, I recommend some staycation, some relaxation, some travel if you can. Like, really recharge those spiritual batteries, because if you're feeling very unmotivated and just like sucked dry, taking a time out is going to totally replenish you, and you don't need to worry about what anybody thinks or has to say about it. Spirit has your back and is leading you to a very positive place, because it's letting go and it leads to luck and happiness. All right, so those are your messages, Capricorn. I am wishing you all the best. Take care.